This is the Big O Show. 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 This is the Big O Show.
Wilton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Wilton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Wilton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Wilton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646. Sports Grill on Bird Road, Miami Lakes, and their newest location in Doral is now hiring. If you're looking to join a great company and South Florida institution, give them a ring or drop an email. Sports Grill is hiring all kinds of positions from hostess to servers, bartenders, or join the kitchen staff to craft some great food for their amazing customers. Please send your resume to m.cruz@sportsgrillmiami.com or call 305-219-5726. That's 305-219-5726. Sports Grill. Good food, good drink, good friends.
Red, an infrared light, has the capacity to penetrate deep into the cell's mitochondria, potentially leading to increased energy, faster recovery, and the optimal performance your body demands. Red Recover can maximize your efforts by potentially improving cellular metabolism, blood circulation, and muscle recovery. Evolve your training and step into the new era of muscle recovery. Red Recover.
The Big O Radio Show is brought to you by Caneswear. Go to Caneswear.com, where all orders over $99 get free shipping. Sloman's Total Home Security. Protect your home with the best in the business. 1-800-ALARM-ME for the company serving America for nearly 100 years. 1-800-ALARM-ME. Tommy B. Butts Junior Enterprises.com. Licensed roofing contractor. 100% financing is available. Go to Tommy B. Butts Junior Enterprises.com.
When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
Good morning. Welcome aboard. Time to rock and roll on the show on a beautiful Saturday. We're coming to you live, baby, from Caneswear here in Davie, 2511 South University Drive out here in Davie. You know, we broadcast out here once a month with Brett and all the great people. Jeff was out here right now just hanging out with us. So if you are in the area, come on by and join us. We'll have a little fun for the next 2 hours. We'll talk about a lot of things going on in the world of sports. Franco Panizo is going to join us high school writer for the Sun Sentinel. He's actually at the Legends camp for the University of Miami. He also writes for Inter Miami for the Sun Sentinel. Inter Miami is in action tonight against Minnesota, so we'll preview that. We'll talk a little Legends camp with him. Then we'll get into a little Inter Miami. We've got the Marlins continuing their set with the Mets. By the way, we hit the liquor split matchup of the night last night again. Sean, you realize that we have hit now 7 of 8 liquor split matchups of the night now. We are on a roll right now, so we will tell you today what is our liquor split matchup of the night. The Lightning stay alive after last night. They defeat Colorado 3-2. So Colorado still leading the series 3-2, but now you go back to Tampa Bay. So they've got a good chance of evening up that series, and then you got a game 7, and in Oki, as they say, home ice is not as important as it is in other sports. Home field advantage is very important, obviously in football and home court and basketball, but in hockey it just seems to not really have the same kind of weight. And so anything can happen. Listen, anything can happen in any game 7 anywhere. But I think that's what Tampa wants to do, is put them in that kind of a position. And the thing about Tampa is they're tried and tested. They've won the last 2 championships. 3 years ago, they were stunned after winning the President's Cup. So you're talking about a team that's had a lot of success for 4 straight years now, and they've been in pressure situations over and over again, and they've come through. And yesterday, by the way, Barkov, Hubie, you watching? You watching? You watching Kucherov with a goal? You watching Stamkos with an assist? I'm just saying. Vasilevsky yesterday had 35 saves. Stars have to be stars in key moments. I mean, that's what you pay them for. They've got to be. Alarmo is a star every single day here on the program. Every day he's ready to rock the shield. Every day he's rocking the fist up in the air. You know, he's rock solid, bro. You got to come through when you're a stud, when you're a star. And that's what keeps, popping up in my mind when I'm watching that series last night. And I'm saying their stars are coming through. And Panthers, that's got to change. And I don't know if this is the coach to get it out of those guys. I don't think it's in Barkov anyways. I think he's just kind of a goober. That's who he is. He's just Mr. Nice Guy. And, he's no son of a bitch. And that's what you need, man. That's what you need. And I just don't see it there with Barkov. So we'll see. But last night, nice job by Tampa Bay to survive with a 3-2 win, and now a 3-2 series lead for Colorado. Everything is set up for Sunday. And thank God we're not waiting like 2 days in between the damn games. You know what I mean? I get it. They got to milk it and TV, but I like where we're at the point now that it's 1 day off and then we're back on. Although for hockey, you don't mind it really isn't like, it's kind of cruel to play only with 1 day off with hockey, because after you've played an entire season, an entire playoffs, you know what I mean? And it's only 1 day off. That's brutal, dude. That is brutal. Those are some tough dudes, man. Those are really, really tough dudes. So nice job, 3-2. We got a game on Sunday, 8 o'clock. Avs, by the way, are favored by 1.5 goals in that one on the road in Tampa. Over and under 6 goals. They were under 6 last night. And both minus 110 in the money line at the Amalie Arena. Right. Big O, you are a workhorse. Keep up the great work. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. We try. We actually work for a living. That's one thing I've always said. I work for a living. That's for damn sure. And thanks to the wife, man. Because if I don't come through, if you don't come through with that honey and lime, woo, doggy. This keeps me going big time. Who are we giving up for Durant? It's got to be one of the stars, Bam or Jimmy. I would give up Bam and Robinson and Lowry for Durant. First of all, I don't know if they're trading Durant. I don't know if Durant is leaving. We could go over the story because I've got it here as one of my prep stories overall. And Durant yesterday broke his silence for the first time, talking about this situation and what's going on with Kyrie Irving, what's going on with the team. Look, man, this has been a mess. And Durant got there injured, got his contract. It's been 4 years now since everything that's gone on, and you have nothing to show for it. You're going to go. It's been 3 years, right? You're going to go into year 4 now, and you've got nothing to show for it. It's been embarrassing. You're tied to a whole bunch of head cases from Harden to Kyrie and now Ben Simmons. You've had to deal and come back with the injuries. And so he on the Kyrie situation, he says, I'll just let things play out and see what happens. Whatever happens, the friendship will still be there. So Durant also, he signed a 4-year, $198 million extension a year ago, which now goes into effect. And on the Kyrie situation, he says, it's no involvement at all. I can't be involved with it, he said. This is this man's livelihood. This is much bigger than me. Being a free agent, it's one of the most important times in your career. That can't be swayed by anybody else. I just do me and wait for the time. There's nothing that can happen right now. I don't think he can even make a decision of opting out until the 29th. I think I just let things play out and see what happens. But keep the regular contact up with Kai and see what happens. It's something that's so much out of my control that I don't want to be a part of it. We'll see what happens, though. And he goes on to say, that's where I'm at with it. Basketball is obviously the most important thing, but I try not to let that get in the way of somebody else's personal decision. Like I said, whatever happens, the friendship will be there. And then discussing the reports of him and Irving, he says, it's just reports, that go around at this time. The draft, the finals just ended. You got to keep that dialogue going, keep that engagement going. So obviously, it's an interesting topic. There's a lot going on with our team. Uncertainty with Ben not playing with us. Us being swept in the playoffs. Kyrie's situation, being a free agent. So there's a lot of certainty with our team. I understand that there's so much noise around us, but as individuals, you control what you can. If the time is right, everything will work out for itself. So, see, the thing is, what is Kevin Durant doing right now? Is he playing coy? Is he, I'm friends with Kyrie. Yeah, hey, and you're cool with Kyrie, but behind the scenes, he's like, man, I'm done with this. I'm done with this crap or whatever. I don't want to fight with Kyrie or whatever publicly, but I'm done with this. So I hope he leaves in free agency. This will allow me to then decide what I want to do with myself. And you have to understand this. Kevin Durant's decisions and actions become that much easier and justifiable once Kyrie Irving decides to leave. So if he does decide to opt out and go somewhere else and he doesn't want to be a part of the Nets organization or whatever, then Durant can then demand the trade, and it won't look as bad because nobody blames him that he doesn't want to play with Ben Simmons. Nobody blames him that he doesn't want to play in this dysfunctional situation like Brooklyn. Nobody blames him that he had to put up with Harden, with Kyrie, and now it's Ben Simmons. So everything will be justified. Now, if everybody commits and he opts out, then he becomes a total douchebag. You understand? So that's where, Harris is going to come back and Kyrie is going to come back and they're going to give it another run and I've decided I don't want to put up with this. Then it becomes a problem. So this is really good for him in a way where he kind of gets to wash his hands of this whole situation. Now, do we know that's what he's thinking? I don't. I can only imagine. All right, because I know that I would not be. I told you already. I would not be able to tolerate Kyrie in my team. I have a chance for a championship. I need you to be a champion, a leader, and you're a punk ass every single time. And you're worried about something that's going on halfway around the world or something, and you can't compartmentalize what's going on in the world. I'm sorry, man. We've got work to do. You've got things to do. There's terrible things going on at the same time. We can't solve all the issues. I'd love to. I'd love to eliminate all diseases. I'd love to eliminate all wars. I'd love to have no hate. I'd love that everybody would accept everybody for who they are, what they are, whatever. But that's not the world we live in, unfortunately. So, if you're Durant, you have to have. I mean, a normal human being, I think, would have reached its point where he says, "This is not working," and hey, I'm running out of time. I left a situation that they're back on track to win titles. What do I do? You know what I mean? So I don't know if Miami would have to. Now, Miami's going to have to give up something significant to get Kevin Durant if they want Kevin Durant. Now, remember, a few years back, what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever, Riley set up an interview with Durant, not having any shot at signing Durant because we all knew that he didn't have a shot. There were, obviously the blind-ass Heat fan would think, well, no, he's got they had no money. They had no leverage. It was just one of those things. But they got the interview because they're Miami, because it's Pat Riley. So we're lucky. So that's good because that's a seed that was planted years ago. So I'm sure Durant would love to play here because he looks at it and he goes, well, they had Shaq and Wade and they won. Then they rebuilt again with LeBron. And then LeBron left and they made it to the finals even without LeBron. And now they were one game away from the finals. Hell, I could go there and definitely make it to the finals because they know how to build teams. So Durant, I'm sure, would love to play here in Miami. But you are going to have to give up something significant in the process. And yes, Bam will have to be a part of that equation. Yeah, because it's going to be like you're saving taking over for Bam. So yeah, Bam would have to be a part of it. Maybe Tyler, couple first rounders, Duncan. Yeah, you're going to have to give up a significant amount for Durant. But guess what? I would do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I would do it. In a heartbeat. Yeah, Strus and Caleb Martin, all those guys will be way better with Durant and Butler around. You keep PJ Tucker. Yeah. Definitely. I would make the move if I could. There's no doubt in my mind. Like when you traded Butler and Lamar Odom to get Shaq, same thing. Yeah, give it up. You have no choice. Now, I don't know if it'll work on the salary. You might be giving up more salary in this direction. Well, no, because you haven't paid Tyler yet. So they would acquire the rights and then they can pay Tyler. You can give them to him cheap now before you have to pay him, and then the salary would be because Duncan, Tyler, and Bam would kill Durant's salary. You understand what I'm saying? But Bam and Duncan match up with Durant because Tyler's salary is minimal right now because he's still on his first contract. So yeah, you could do that. Right, 40.9. That's probably Bam and Duncan's contract right there. It's right around in that area. So yeah, so you've got because you cannot sign Tyler and then trade him because then that would be way too much money. Plus, once you sign Tyler, you have to wait a certain amount of time before you trade him anyway. I think that's kind of how the rule is. But it's over, right? Yeah, they would give you something in return or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get some player in return to kind of even it out. Yeah, but it'll work. But with Tyler under a new contract, it would become, even more difficult. So yeah, you're gonna have to give now. We've already talked about this, and I don't give a rat's ass about Kyrie Irving. I don't want anything to do with that loser. So that one I won't. I'll entertain the Durant one. That's a hypothetical that we can talk about because it's kind of legitimate now, and we can talk about that. But the Kyrie one, I want nothing to do with it whatsoever. So there you go, Bromar. That's what I think. Florida-born, Kentucky-grown in the house. Jamie Zorrilla. Boy, Jamie Zorrilla, he is dedicated. Thank you, sir, out there in San Jose, California. Gus 1388. You're a stud. Leon Fresco, rock solid. An old legend of the Big O, as is Cocoa Water. There you go. Boy, Leon, you've been listening for a long time, my friend. Long time. I feel like we are prisoners of the moment. I don't know why everyone's ready to get rid of the kid that just got better. He was almost a leading scorer, won 6 what? And he was hurt in the play. You talk about Tyler? Yeah, no, but it's Kevin Durant, my brother. It's Kevin Durant. I'm giving it up for Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant and Butler give me the 1-2 punch that I need now. What did I tell you? I told you that what I've been saying, that Butler needs his Robin, or Jimmy needs to be the Robin to a Batman, and that's what Durant would be. He would become the Batman, and Butler would be the Robin, and it would be a beautiful combination. My Lord, because when you need the physicalness, attacking the rim, there's Butler. When you need that sick-ass athleticism, there goes Durant. I would love it. It would be just a great way of attacking. Big O, what's your crypto portfolio look like? It looks beautiful right now, my brother. I continue to load up. Big O and Sean, stop being lazy. Do some work. Big O, you know you're down 90%. Yep. I'm not down 90, but Gareth Bale to MLS. Wow. LAFC. Okay. Wow. Bale going to LAFC. Nice. Nice. You need to make it like a 300 to 400 gain just to break even. No, I don't. I don't need to break even at all. In fact, as I continue to load up now on the lows, once it breaks out, it will. So it's all good, bro. It's all good. I get it. Most of you don't understand it, don't know. So you just sit back and listen to the idiots talk about it, and then you follow the idiots. Chase One in the house. Tony Zagalis in the house. Gizmo's in. Kyle Lowry must be in that deal for me. No, he can't because they're $30 million. And they're not going to take Kyle Lowry. See, here's who's the guy? Gizmo. See, here's the problem with some of you fans out there. You guys think they're just as stupid as the comment you make. You got that, Gizmo? So they're going to give you Kevin Durant, but they're also going to say, oh, yeah, no, but we'll take your shit, too, at the same time. So think about what you're saying, Gizmo. So you come up with something stupid because you think they're stupid. You know, fans, some of you think with your ass and not your head is what happens. And then you think that you come up with a weak-ass deal because you want to get rid of overweight Lowry because he looks like me playing point guard. So you want to get rid of him, so you think they're going to take his fat ass in Brooklyn. Come on, man. You know, Gizmo, use a little common sense, my brother. You're going to have to give up quality in order to get Kevin Durant. And you're going to have to give up a significant amount of real estate in order to get Kevin Durant. To get Kyrie Irving, you won't have to give up nearly as much because they're dying to get rid of him. And he's a head case and he's unreliable and all those things. That baggage doesn't come with Kevin Durant. He's a superstar. He's one of the great players in this league, one of the 5 best players easily in this league. And you think they're going to take Kyle Lowry. Why? Because you're stupid? Anyway, Andrew says, listen to you yesterday. Nice words about Joe. Marino was the last one to call in to wish Joe a happy birthday. I don't know if you could have would have called in. No, I mean, they're not. First of all, I would gladly call in for Joe. I would do anything for Joe if he needs it, but that's not the point. There's business involved. You kidding me, bro? And last thing I want to do is be on those shitty ass airwaves. Not for Joe or anything. It's just I want nothing to do with that company. All I want to do is continue to crush their sorry asses. That's all I want to continue to do. That's it. So nothing personal. Well, no, actually, it is kind of personal, and it's also completely business. So yeah, no, but I wish him the best. I love Joe. Got nothing but respect for what Joe has done. Like I said yesterday, man, the two people that I'll tell you right, and listen, I don't agree much with Barry Jackson when it comes to radio. I don't think he could find his asshole with a funnel when it comes to radio, quite frankly. But when it comes to sports coverage, Joe and Barry, nobody works harder than those guys. There's no doubt about that, you know? So we call it like we see it here. Big O, I think this season could be one of the Dolphins' best seasons of all time. Omar, they've got a hell of a team, man. It's all about the coach proving that he can actually get it done. And it's also about, the offense coming together. Offensive line, running game, all of that. It's really up to that coaching staff. That coaching staff comes through, you're in. Guaranteed. You are in. By the way, Nature B is for me. 27 vitamins and amino acids, 28 minerals and powerful antioxidants. I've been telling you about Nature B for about 20 years now here in South Florida. This is bee pollen, and it is grown in clean green New Zealand, straight from Mother Nature, not made with any dudes with lab coats or anything like that. I've been taking it for 20 years. My daughter's been taking it. My wife takes it. This is why I rarely ever have a cold. And doing radio for 32 years, one of the things I learned early on, man, you got to stay away from colds. Because when you do 3-4 hours a day, you want to have your voice working and being smooth as possible. And Nature B over the last 20 years has allowed me to stay away from a ton of colds. And in today's virus-filled world, those 2 golden capsules, man, they power me through the day. It's great for indigestion. It supports your immune system. It eases squeaky joints and old sports injuries. You'll get stronger nails, smoother skin, fuller hair. You can get free shipping by using our code BIG OW. So go to natureb.com, get your you want a 1-month supply, a 3-month supply, a 6-month supply of plant pollen. You can order it. Remember, it's great for everybody. Kids, adults, all natural. All right? And I'm telling you, I love it because it helps me protect from all those big nasties out there. So go to natureb.com and order your Nature B and use our code BIG OW for free shipping at natureb.com. All right. Big O, what's your Dolphin prediction for the season? Ask me at the end of the preseason, my man. You know why? That's when we know who survived the preseason, who's injured, who's not. I got to see how they look, all that. A prediction now is just absolutely ignorant and a waste of time because you don't have the information. You don't have the facts. So let me gather the facts over the next couple of months when I watch training camp in the preseason, and then I'll know. Or, well, I really won't know because none of us really know, but we'll guess. I just hope I'm as accurate as I've been the last 8 weeks. Or what is it? 8 or 7? Where is it here? Let me look at my 7 of 8. Yeah, last 7 of 8 weeks in our liquor split matchups of the night. We have been absolutely tearing it up. Tony says Lowry, Oladipo, Durant, Butler, Tucker. Ooh, doggy, what a lineup. Yeah, and I'm keeping Oladipo. because I'm bringing him off the bench, or I start him. One of the two. So yeah, I like it, man. Big O, did you watch Stranger Things? No, I have not watched Stranger Things. But I did go to Disney Plus, like you guys told us yesterday, and I did see how they chronologically have the whole thing. And I told the wife, so we're going to start filling it in and start watching. We just watched the first 3 episodes. So now we're going to watch what comes right after, which I forgot. I think it was like Attack of the Clones or something like that. It's one of the... it's the third one? So it's right after the second movie? Okay, so that's the one we got to watch. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure it was one of the cartoons. So, you're going to do it too? So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that tonight. I watched The Old Man last night. I watched the new episode of The Old Man. It got a little better last night. First 2 episodes were it's Jeff Bridges' new series on FX, and it's a good. I think it looks like it has some potential. First two episodes were kind of slow, but they were setting the storyline up, and so this one last night that I watched, the 3rd episode, it picked up a little bit. It looks like now is when it's going to start getting really juicy. Again, I'm not going to tell you why. Yes. Oh, so Attack of the Second Clones is Clone Wars the 3rd one. Okay. Okay, so the cartoon is the 3rd one in line. Okay, so that's what I got to watch tonight. That's what I'm gonna watch that and whatever's next after that. No, we already watched Revenge of the Sith. That's it. That's the one out. Right, that'll be probably the one I'll watch after. And then it says Solo after that. I'll rewatch. From there, I'll rewatch everything. Yeah, no, we won't watch Obi-Wan. We'll skip it because we just watched, all of Obi-Wan. By the way, the ending of Obi-Wan, I don't know, man. I really enjoyed the hell out of that ending, man. I really enjoyed the hell out of that ending. That was good. Let's see what else. Some Dolphin fans are delusional because they pay attention to the most stupidest things. Like example, if McDaniels takes the Dolphins to the championship game and if Peyton is available, that's all. I'm not worried about stupid shit like that. I stay in the moment, man. Like some guy flipped out on me yesterday on Twitter. He sends me a DM. He goes, "Dude, I download one of your Dolphins segments, and the first 5 minutes, you're not even talking Dolphins. And, I had to, turn it off, man. And I'm like, dude, relax. It's the off season. There's nothing going on. And if you expect me to play the stupid hypothetical game just to create talk, I'm not doing that, dude. Well, if Tua doesn't throw more than 32 touchdowns, well, then he's not the guy. But if he throws 28, then it proves that he's a backup. And if he throws 35, but Drew Brees wants to come back, should we try to bring him back? Or, I'm not playing that game, dude. What if Sean Payton is available next year? I'm not playing that game. I get it, man. Other radio stations, YouTube channels, ESPN, all that. Because I don't know about the radio or YouTube, what they really talk. But you see it a lot on television. That these producers come up with their hosts with all these stupid hypotheticals. And that's because you are in a 24-hour cycle and you got nothing better to talk about because there's not a lot going on. So I'm sorry. I know there isn't a lot going on. So guess what? I may sneak in some crypto talk. I may talk about the old man. I may talk about Star Wars. We may talk about Caneswear. I may talk about music. I don't know. I'm going to sneak things in because there's nothing to talk about at times. What do you want me to do? I'm not going to create what if Solomon Kinley is challenging Michael Dieter? Let's wait till it actually happens. Let's not talk about what if, It's just sometimes some of you, I think, need to get laid. I'm dead serious about that. Dead serious. Some of you need a life. You know, and that's I just don't do that here. Sorry. I stay in the moment. What we're talking about. If we're going to talk about a hypothetical, we're going to talk about, okay, well, what if you can trade for Kevin Durant? Now that we know there is turmoil in Brooklyn, that's a legitimate hypothetical. Like what this other gentleman mentioned. Well, if McDaniel doesn't win 11 games and Sean Payton is available, well, let's wait for McDaniel. Let's see what he does this year. Maybe he wins 6 games or maybe he wins 14 games. I don't know. But can we give the man a chance to actually do his thing? Can we wait to see what Tua does? Can we finally see what happens with the offensive line, how it develops? You know, you want a prediction for the season when I don't even know who's healthy by the end of the preseason. Think about that. It's just a silly cycle that some of you are in. It's just ridiculous. Finn's tailgate. Jalen Phillips or Javon Holland, Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Which one you picking? Aaron Donald. Big O, I don't get along with most fellow Dolphin fans. They are definitely delusional, and now most want QB1 to fall on his face. Yeah, I never understand that. Yes, sir, Chad. This is one of the slowest times in sports. Come on, people. Our baseball team's not good. Inter Miami's not good. Okay? As much as I love both teams and watch them and support the crap out of Inter Miami and support the Marlins and everything, we added a Marlins insider. If I can add, we're going to have Franco on, but if I can permanently add him weekly with sponsorships, I'd do it too. I don't mind. I love Inter and I want them to succeed, but if you want to have some interest in summer sports, well, then they've got to do their part. And Chad is right. There's nothing going on, bro. And right now, there are no training camps going on for the Dolphins. Everybody's resting for 6 weeks or 5 weeks, whatever the hell it is. The NBA Finals are over. Free agency hasn't started yet. It's just a dead time. But I'm not going to create talk that isn't there. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Well, I'm hearing that Messi is coming to Miami. Yeah, that how many years is that now? Like 5 years now that Messi's coming to Miami? Yeah, they don't have money. Exactly. Well, I mean, no, but they have the international slots. So if they have a slot open, they can sign him. That's not part of the cap. So they can do that. So if they, as long as they have one of their slots, they can do that. But again, that's just another. We'll talk about it when it really happens. There's actually no proof, no nothing. That's the key. There's not one inkling of truth ever to those reports, ever. It's just stupid shit that Alexander might be falling for. It's either that or he's actually being sarcastic about stupid shit that people talk about. One of the two. Let's see. What else do we have? Tampa Bay and Colorado last night. We talked about that. Marlins, as we told you in our liquor split matchup of the night, we won it last night. We told you to take the Mets plus 1.5 runs. I know Sandy was pitching, but the Mets are really, really good, and the Marlins offensively were not good. And the Mets actually had a decent pitcher on the mound. And so that's why I went with the Mets plus 1.5 runs. For me, I thought it was, low-hanging fruit. And the Mets, unfortunately, won 5-3. I would have liked to have seen the Marlins win by 1 run, and I would have won by half a run, but I just kind of was a little nervous about it. And Sandy went 7 innings, allowed 6 hits and 4 earned runs in the process. So they lost 5-3. Today, it's game 2 at 4:10, and it is time now for our liquor split matchup of the night.
It's time to tap that app. And no one loves to tap that app like the Big O. Here's the liquor split matchup of the night.
Red hot, 7 of 8 liquor split matchups of the night we have hit, man. That is pretty amazing. So let's see if we can go for 7 of 8 now. 8 of 9 here on this one. So today at 4:10, Chris Bassett is on the mound for the Mets, 5-5 with a 4.03 ERA. Trevor Inconsistent Rogers at 3-6 with a 5.83 ERA. And so the line for today, the Mutts are favored by a 1.5. The over and under is 8 runs. The Mutts are minus 160 on the money line, and the Marlins are plus 135 on the money line. And remember, of course, when we talk about liquor split, it is a flat fee of $2.99. It is Miami's own liquor store, so make sure you download it here in South Florida and iOS or Android, and one tap, baby. You got a party, got a meeting going on. Don't get in the car and drink and drive. One tap, $2.99. I mean, considering gas prices and time, it's worth it. $1 of that $2.99 goes to help homelessness in Miami, and it is a flat fee, no hidden charges. $2.99 per delivery. Get your favorite vodka, whiskey, beer, wine, chips, all kinds of dips, you name it. They've got all kinds of snacks, mariquitas and everything. Go to liquorsplit.com. Check it out. Download the app, iOS or Android. Our liquor split matchup of the night, I'm going with the Mutts, man. I'm going to lay the 1.5. They're the better team, obviously. They're one of the best teams in the majors. And I just think that Trevor Rogers has been so inconsistent that I cannot count on him right now. So painfully, I have to tell you, because unfortunately my heart is with the Marlins, but we don't bet with our hearts. We bet with our wallets. So if I'm going to make a sports investment, I'm going with the Mets minus 1.5 this afternoon against the Marlins as we go for 8 of 9 in our liquor split matchups of the night.
The matchup of the night is brought to you by Liquor Split, Miami's own online liquor store. Liquor Split. Download and tap that app and get your favorite liquor delivered to you for just $2.99. No risk, no drinking and driving. Tap that app with Liquor Split.
Oh, that's our liquor split matchup of the night. By the way, don't forget to visit our friends at Craig Zinn's, Acura of Pembroke Pines. They are celebrating their 14th anniversary right now. This is how they do it, baby. The 2023 Integra, $369 per month. Great lease features going on. They have 2022 models, of course. The TLX with the technology package, only $479 a month. They also have certified pre-owned vehicles, 0.99% financing on those pre-certified vehicles, RDX, MDX, ILX, TLX. Get on down there, check out the selection of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at 15601 Pines Boulevard, just off of I-75 in Pines. Finest dealership in the business, baby. It is Craig Zinn's, Acura of Pembroke Pines. All right. Thank you, Andrew. Yes, sir. Smash that like button. Very important, by the way, while you're watching. Please smash the like button. Please also subscribe to our channel and subscribe to our other channel. It's called Big O Show Cuts. Sean will be loading it up with different types of sound bites and rants and stuff that you won't find on this one. Plus, when we go to Vegas and we go to other road trips, it might be a way that you will catch live programming from both channels. So, you know, we got some stuff that we're working on. So we need to do that. Okay. So please subscribe to Big O Show Cuts. All right. What else? I would not make the Heat would not make a mistake trading for me. I would bring the ring to the Magic City. All right, Irving. Big O, have you seen the Doral Sports Grill new location that's going to be there? All 16 games. Yes, we're going to be there at all 16 games. I was just talking to Carlos Cruz, the owner. Carlos and Frankie do an excellent job of running Miami Lakes and Bird Road. Those are their locations, and they are now opening up the newest location in Doral in the city center, and it is going to be a badass location. Oh, my God. That location is going to be top notch. Okay? That is going to be awesome. What a vibe we're going to have, and we're going to have a great Dolphin season. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Place is going to be packed. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let's see. Bromar says the liquor split ad. I always have to lower the volume. My wife thinks I'm watching porn when it comes on. But hey, when she comes by, tap that app. That's what I got to say to you, Bromar. Right? I mean, might as well. Honey, come by here. They told me to tap that app. Isn't that a good excuse? Sean, don't you think? So remember, when the liquor split ad runs and that special someone walks by, you got to say, honey, it's time to tap that app. And that's it. That's just the way it goes, man. So, Bromar, I am trying to help you. You're struggling right now, Bromar. This is kind of, I'm trying to send some messages there in the Smelly family. I'm trying to get you guys, involved in the smelliness. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell that gets around you. Oh, Lordy. Big O, I'm with you. People have been polluted with all this media-driven hypotheticals. Just waste of time. The one thing I love about your style is that you don't have a corporate agenda. No, there is no corporate agenda. We don't have to bow down because we are tied to this team or that team or any of that, or we're afraid to lose our jobs if we say something negative about this or that. And no, we're just going to call it like we see it. Uber Beaner says, nothing like watching the Big O Show from Alaska with my pet bear. Now, Uber, I would believe that if you send me a picture of you and the bear in Alaska, because I got to see that. All right? Right? Don't you have to see, right? We got to see Uber with the bear watching the show in Alaska. Yo, Big O, the hair is looking good, bro. New stuff must be working. Oh, I told you guys, redrecover.com. I don't bullshit you guys. If I take it, it's because I believe in it. If I don't believe in it, I don't represent it. It's super simple. It actually is growing my hair, And now, not everywhere. Again, I don't bullshit you guys. This part here has been dead for so long that it didn't revitalize it, and it hasn't. Now, this part here is getting all revitalized. I'm getting lucky there. That's all. It's not a sure thing that'll work in everybody and every part of your head or anything like that. But if you're in the point where you're recently losing your hair, you got a shot at saving it. If it's been dead for a long time, it's going to be hard to revitalize it. It may happen. I'm not saying it won't. It could happen if it's been dead for a while. Maybe the lights can get deep enough in to revitalize those fibers. And maybe it does down the line. Maybe this starts to fill in. I have no idea. But at least for now, in the first 9 months, 10 months that I've been using it, no, it has not. Has not lifted this part up. Here, yes, but not these. So, and it is what it is. We're going to tell you. But thank you. Michael Mata wants to remind us, may the force be with us, as he sends in a Cash App. Thank you, sir. Alex says, you're crushing the scene, bro. Great things happen to great people, my friend. You are the best. That's too kind. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. If not this field or sport, what other walk of life do you think you would have gravitated to for that check? All right, you just heard it. A rock singer. That's it. Or a rock DJ. That's the other thing. I still would like to do that. I still would love to be a rock DJ. I still would like to have a shift. I think that would be a perfect home for me. I think I could strive as a rock DJ. That's the other thing. But definitely, oh my God, in any lifetime, I would give anything to be a rock singer. Anything. Wasn't blessed with a voice, so it sucks, or the ability, or whatever it takes. Because obviously you see the people that are successful. I know I can't be that. But yeah, that's probably it. Those are the other things that I would have liked to do. Yeah, for sure. When can we get more info on the Dolphins beat writers roundtable? Well, when we have a couple of sponsors set for it, but we need to find the right sponsor to house it. Bromar, that's the key, is finding the right bar or type of business that has ample room, because it's going to be a big show, and put that together. That's the last hurdle we're waiting for, and we're working on that. We've got several people working on that, and that's why I threw it out in public, because maybe there's a business owner out there that wants to host what I think will be the biggest Dolphin show we've had in town in 30 years, easily 40 years. It would take you to get back to the Don Shula Marino days, and they would have to do radio shows in public. What we're going to do is going to be enormous. Nobody does stuff like that. And that's the idea. Think about it. You're going to have 4 beat writers and myself, and it's a round table, banter going back and forth. We'll put it on YouTube, and then obviously he's going to cut it up like a Ginsu knife with all kinds of segments in it. And then after, for a half hour, they stay and take pictures and take your questions and meet you guys and ladies out there. So if you want to meet Cameron Wolf, you want to meet Omar Kelly, you want to meet Joe Shad and tell him, bro, when are you going to get better at grading? What the hell is that? You want to meet Alan Poupar, you want to meet Marcel Louis Jacques. You're going to have an opportunity to meet those people. I doubt you want to meet me, but you'll be able to meet them. So we'll create that vehicle. But I have to find the right home. It has to be the right bar. It can't be a small one. It has to be a one that has some size and has to be ample in order so people can see it from all angles. So it's one of those things. That's why I kind of put it out in public, because I don't have time to go to every bar to go find out where it's at. So maybe this way it kind of gets out and then it gets back to us. And then you can reach out on our business line at 786-754-4664. Here's the business line right here. 786-754-4664. And that's not a request line or nothing like that. Only salespeople will answer that line. Okay. Well, so there you go. I'm going to go get a shirt that says Flomar. Maybe we should create one that says Flomar. We come to YouTube because we like hearing what the best writers are talking about. Oh, we don't like hearing what the best writers are talking about. Well, I guess then you're shit out of luck. So, what, they took a shot at Omar? Yeah, Omar's good people. I don't know why you would take a shot at Omar. You can disagree with him, but Omar's a good dude, bro. Okay? And I disagree with him a lot. And I love the guy. So what can I tell you? Relax, okay? Relax. You don't have to take things that seriously in this world, It's one of those things you guys should some of you need to kind of chill out a little bit. And by the way, as I mentioned, with my hair growth or pain recovery from workouts, redrecover.com, folks. It promotes fast muscle recovery following your workouts. It expedites the healing time from sprains and strains. Pros, amateur, recreational athletes, redrecover.com is there, whether it's elbows, shoulders, neck, back, knees, ankles. They've got it all, man. They've got it for pets. So if you've got pets that are starting to get older, you want to help them, maybe feel a little better, hip, those kind of things. Red Recover has got a wrap to take care of dogs. Kids, man, summertime. They're playing all these summer sports, and they're going to get strains and all kinds of stuff. The kids need that too. And the Red Light Recovery, it's all healthy, man. There's no chemicals, there's no drugs, no nothing. Okay, red light recovery is absolutely ideal for anybody suffering with chronic pain, such as arthritis or neck or lower back discomfort. 15 minutes daily will bring about tremendous relief. Feeling better without using medication, folks. Red Recover is 100% natural and no side effects. Go to redrecover.com. Use our code BIG. Oh! Get 10% off for the discount on that sale. Use our code BIG O, 10% off at redrecover.com. Sean has a situation that is pretty much helpless. He's bone on bone in his knee, and that helps alleviate some of the problems, some of the pain and discomfort. That's kind of the pain and discomfort he's going to have for the rest of his life, unfortunately, because it's knee on knee, it's bone on bone. Once your cartilage is gone and the buffer is gone, then but the Red Recover lights help it ease up that pain a little bit. And that's kind of the way it is. So those of you that are working out and you have your cartilage and everything else, then Red Recover is going to do some wonders for you and help you in your recovery. Or you can also sign up to get the hat. Go to the part where it says contact us and send them an email if you want the hat, because I don't think they have the hat on the website yet because they have them on back order. And so I know some of you were able to get the hats because they had a few in early when I mentioned it, and they got scooped up. And supply chain, man, it's all over the place. So they're waiting for the new ones. And if you want to, maybe you want to set one aside for yourself, so when they come in, they can ship them right away to you. Reach out to the folks out there. They'll take care of you at redrecover.com, man. All right. Good people. Tell them that we sent you, of course, and use our code Big O always. Devin says, Big O, this off topic, but as a kid, I used to call Darth Vader Dark Vader. LOL. Well, I mean, he is from the dark side, right? So why not? It works, right? So yeah. He is from the dark side. Dark Vader, Darth Vader, same thing. I can go with that. What else? Duffy's in North Miami Beach. I've never been to the Duffy's in North Miami Beach. Is it a big Duffy's? That might be good. Let's see. Josh Hart says, nah, it's all love for Omar. Just joking. Okay, good. Yeah, Omar's good people, man. Should I be alarmed? My wife's old phone had an alarm go off that said, get hotel. She said she was going to work. Did you see Torrey Smith ripped veterans that haze rookies? I sent you the story. Yeah, I see. I'm gonna get in general here when I'm explaining this. Okay, our world has changed, and we have a lot of people that don't understand that the world has changed. And we have to adjust with the world. Just like you used to use dial tone, and then what was it that? Oh yeah, you can go by. Don't worry about it. You can, how you used to dial the phone on the circular thing, a rotary, right? Then you got used to the touch tone. Now you're used to digital, right? You used to connect through pigeons, and then telegraphs. Right. And then phones, and then cell phones now, and emails. Right. And you adjust, and the world, you have to change with the world. And the world needs to change now. And when we talk about, some of these things, it's just one of those where, unfortunately, it's, here's, I'll have to say it. I'll say what I have to say. Sometimes you see what's going on in Chicago. You got a bunch of kids that are unruly. They don't know how to hang out in the streets. And so now they had to put a curfew. So Why? Because they don't know how to behave. And, most of us went out at night back, 20, 40, 50 years ago. We weren't, we were at the Grove hanging out, and we weren't vandalizing the cars that were driving by. That's what they do in Chicago. So what they do? Curfew at 11. Our world has changed. Some of the things that you used to be able to do, you should not be allowed to do anymore. You need to kind of earn it. And that's where the problem is now. And hazing used to be silly stuff that you did to the person. But what do we do now? Now we're doing disgusting things. There's all kinds of anal penetration with objects and things and sexual stuff that never really was part of hazing. You got spanked, or they made you, I don't know, carry eggs in your pockets for all day or something, and they couldn't pop or something. It was silly stuff that people came up with that was hazing. It's gotten to the point where it's disgusting. It's not hazing. Now you want to find how you can degrade somebody to the ultimate max. That's the hazing. So now you can't be allowed to haze anymore. Because instead of you having fun hazing, it's now disgusting. And by the way, to get political, this is why there shouldn't be a right to own guns anymore. We lost that right a long time ago. We have way too many irresponsible idiots out there, and criminals and losers. So now it should be a privilege to own a gun. You should go through a gun safety course. You should have your fingerprints. You should have a deep background check, and you should have to probably wait at least a week. We've lost that right. Oh, no, a right to bear arms. No, there isn't. No, it's a privilege to bear arms. Okay? Same thing. We have lost the right. Okay? Our kids no longer. I grew up with 4 guns in my house, and I knew where all of them were. Sean, do you think I ever touched those guns? Never. I didn't have to be told not to touch the gun. You think kids can do that nowadays? No. Now you need locks. Now you need safes. The world has changed. You must adapt to things that change. Ignorance does not help us. So you can't go hazing like you used to anymore because you don't know how to do hazing. Some of you kids, you don't know how to stay out at night and just have some fun. There has to be criminal activity involved. Well, then there needs to be, a curfew. Just like gun, there is no right to own a gun anymore. That needs to be abolished. You need to earn the right to have a gun, not the right to give any moron a gun, because our world has changed. The world I grew up with is not the world that's going on right now. Because when I grew up with it, kids never touched their parents' weapons. Ever. You knew the ass kicking you were going to get. We had respect. We had boundaries. Did it happen? Of course, but they were rarities. Now, it's a commonality. Now, it's an everyday, every moment occurrence. Our world has changed. No, you don't get to haze like you used to. No, you don't get to enjoy the streets like you used to. And no, you don't get to own guns just because you want to. World has to change because people are idiots. And we have terrible parents that don't know how to raise their kids. So that's why the whole world is polluted. So yeah, no more hazing because you just don't know what the limits are. I miss old America. Amen to that, dude. Ah, damn it. I miss old America. Holy crap. I'm with you, man. I definitely miss what we grew up with was way better than the shit that goes on now. Big O, how do you like the Nikola Jokic pick? It's Jokic here in Joseph, just so you'll know. We talked about it yesterday, my brother. You can go check it out. It's in the first couple of segments in yesterday's show. We talked about it. All right, let's take a break. We're at Canesware, 2511 South University Drive in Davie. Let's get back. Hour number 2 is next.
The Big O Radio Show is looking for partners to join our growing platform. If your business is ready to reach an audience that starts in Florida, crosses the nation while expanding internationally, this is the program that provides that vehicle. The Big O Radio Show is ready to broadcast live anywhere in the world to represent your event or product. To reach out by phone, 786-754-4664. That's 786-754-4664. Or email bigoradioshow@yahoo.com. Help us grow as we provide the content and personal connection corporate entities will never achieve.
If you're a Miami sports fan, then there's only one store to go to, and that's Canesware at Miami Fanware in Davie. They're your one-stop shop for all your inner Miami CF, Canes, Dolphins, Panthers, and Marlins merchandise. They have hats, t-shirts, game day jerseys, and so much more. Located at 2511 South University Drive in Davie, and open 24/7 online at caneswear.com or innermiamiwear.com. Call them at 954-835-5597. Canesware, the spot where inner Miami and all Miami sports fans shop.
Welcome to Red Light Therapy, a revolutionary technology perfected by NASA to aid in muscle strengthening and recovery. Red and infrared light has the capacity to penetrate deep into the cell's mitochondria, potentially leading to increased energy, faster recovery, and the optimal performance your body demands. Evolve your training and step into the new era of muscle recovery. Red Recover.
Why is it that you get locked out in the worst moments of your life?
Where are my car keys? Man, I can't find my house keys.
In those frustrating moments, you need a locksmith you can count on. A. Lenny Locksmiths in South Florida, from Miami to Port St. Lucie. In Central Florida, A. Lenny locks it down in Orlando and Tampa Bay. Lockouts or lock changes for home or business, car key replacements, and programming all model cars. 24-hour service. Call them at 855-869-5625. Go to the website at alennylocksmith.com.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
When protecting your family is your priority, there's nothing more important than a roof above the people you love. Call Tommy B. Butts Jr. Enterprises.com, 954-735-9826 or 954-394-1411, and ask to speak to Tommy, the owner. They specialize in all kinds of roofs, led by their highly crafted, skilled, and professional roof mechanics. All of their previous customers have an opportunity to enter their bi-weekly drawings to receive free an exterior impact metal door. Please call for more details. That's Tommy B. Butts Jr. Enterprises.com, 954-735-9826 or 954-394-1411. Trust Tommy to fortify and protect what's most important to you, your family. The viewpoints, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyAccess.com, Media Group Inc., ownership, management, sponsors, or website.
The Big O Radio Show is brought to you by Sports Grill. Good food, good drinks, good friends. Craig's in Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealership in the Southeast United States. The Fort Lauderdale Police Department, The FLPD is hiring. Go to FLPDjobs.com.
When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
I've been good. Dallas, Texas. Hollywood. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some tush. All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the program. Hopefully, Franco Panizo will be joining us from the Sun Sentinel later on in the hour, and he's at Legends Camp for the Canes. So we'll get the dirt on what's going on at Legends Camp with Franco, and we'll get a little preview on a little Inter-Miami action as they take on Minnesoters tonight in MLS action. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Legends Camp is packed. A lot of reports out there at Legends Camp, which is good. You know, with Mario there at Legends Camp, you know the attendance is going to be at an all-time high. Remember, Mario vibed with players that were the winners back in the day. So the highest level of respect that guy has.
Yeah, Coach O there too.
Right, Coach O.
You know, he's taking out to watch games.
Yeah, Coach O. Yeah.
I wonder if he's still saying go Tigers.
Coach O's out there, and he's hitting on them young ladies, too, at the same time. Hey, young lady.
Go Tigers. This ain't go Canes.
He's acting like a tiger. That's what he's doing. So, yeah, with Mario there, you know that they're going to get, a great response. So that is crazy stuff. Anyway, Big O, I never understood wanting to be their children's best friends when they have the opportunity to be something way better their parent. I believe it's due to laziness. What do you think? Yeah, no, it's bad parenting is all over, man. That's the reason why our world is so effed up. That's the thing. Unfortunately, what are you going to do? By the way, the Dolphins. I read some good news for the Dolphins. I mean, listen, it's not like I'm here wishing it on them or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I read where Tre'Davious White will not be ready for the start of the season and will be on the IR. Again, I'm not here to, cast some, negativity on the Bills. I'm not here to tell you, oh my God, the Bills, I feel sorry for them. No, I'm just telling you. I saw it, said, well, wait a minute. This guy is going to be out. I can deal with that. It's a hell of a player. So September 28th at Hard Rock Stadium, third game of the season, Tre'Davious White will probably not be in the lineup. And me, a Dolphin fan, I don't know why, I'm not disappointed about this.
No, I'm not disappointed at all either. And he has to be on, what is it, the first 6 weeks, right?
6 games. So I know he's out for the Miami game. So, I'm just saying, Dolphin Nation out there, there's the off season. There's nothing going on. But, I figured there's some sun out here. Maybe there's sun wherever you're watching, because I know we got Dolphin fans watching all over the world. But I just want to, give you a little information that it looks like Tre'Davious White will not be available against the Dolphins in week 3. I'll drink to that. I'll have a little honey and lime to that. By the way, those of you that suggested this months ago, you people are lifesavers. This is exactly what I needed to do during the show at times. Especially on a week where I'm doing a 6th show. Yeah, not an easy thing to do. So I thank you all out there. No short IR. You're on 6 weeks now. They're back to normal schedule. There's no more of the COVID stuff and all that. I don't think that stuff exists anymore, to be quite honest with you. All right. We do want to remind you that Sloman's Home Security is a proud sponsor of our show, 1-800-ALARM-ME. That's 1-800-ALARM-ME. And right now, the first 40 Big O listeners, yeah, baby, Alarmo's telling you right now, let's go. Call right now, 1-800-ALARM-ME. We're going to give you a free doorbell camera. And that's to the first 40 Big O listeners right now. We'll give you a free doorbell camera, and it connects directly to your smartphone, and you're going to love it. It's going to become your best friend. You're going to learn how to use it in ways that you never thought of. It's going to assist you in not answering the door when you don't want to talk to somebody. It's going to warn you when somebody's there to deliver something, whatever it is. And maybe you're driving home, and you'll get a notice that somebody's at your front door. You can say, hey, yeah, leave that delivery there. I'll be there in a minute. And you're good. There's many ways to be able to use that for a positive for yourself. And even the alarm system, the keypad is so easy to use. It connects directly to your smartphone. You can activate your alarm. A lot of times I just activate my alarm through my phone and deactivate it through my phone. Because that's how convenient it is. And when your hands are loaded and you got to carry a bunch of things in the house and you don't want to have to hit the keypad too, you turn off the alarm as you pull into the house. And that way the alarm's off and you just walk right in. There are so many convenient features. I can spend hours here, and it connects directly to your smartphone. And when you use our central station monitoring, and of course our low-cost central station monitoring, you're going to get an LED touchscreen pad, a motion detector, 3 arm doors, and a backup battery. Tell them that Big O Show sent you, man. 1-800-ALARM-ME. We're in 14 different states. So Sloman's could be at your house, man, within days. So call them. 1-800-ALARM-ME. Protect your family, protect your business the way Sean and myself do every month with Sloman's Home Shield. All right. Sean, are you doing any wrestling talk this weekend at all? No wrestling talk. So, did you see Paige Van Zant's Eye of the Tiger workout? Paige Van Zant, obviously, former, oh my God, it's coming at us. Look it out. He's coming at us. Look at that. That lizard, tell you, he looks half dinosaur. I think he's going to jump on our table. Let's go. So anyway, here's where we should have like the second camera just to show that. Anyway, so Paige Van Zant, obviously WWE star. She's AEW star. I'm sorry. Okay, former MMA star, of course, right? She's right. She is still doing MMA. That's right. And of course, absolute smoke show. Okay, not only is she super talented, not only is she a badass and all of that, but she is a absolute smoke show. So she, if you don't follow her Instagram account, what is wrong with you? First of all, those of us that are smart, and you know me, I'm a facilitator of fun. So here is Paige Van Zant and her workout. I don't know if you want to don't use any of the audio because I'm sure we'll get tagged with the audio. She's playing Eye of the Tiger. Okay, so just go dan 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 dan. So there you go. So and I just want to thank Paige Van Zant because she's kind enough to show us how she works out, and I think a lot of us need tips. Right? It's really important to know how to work out, exactly the form you've got to use. And so Paige Van Zant is kind enough to show us her form. That way, those of you out there can use her form in your workouts. I mean, I've got to thank her. Do you thank her?
Yeah, no, this gym is amazing.
Right? I mean, this is the kind of gym that we're talking about right here. So I just want to thank Paige Van Zandt because, that's just strong content by Paige Van Zandt. It's things that you could admire there. Lots of it. Thank you, Paige. All right. If you want to get in on the Welt and Rayom text line, it's 855-912-1056. That's 855-912-1056. If you want to get in on the Welt and Rayom text line, you can also reach out to us on Twitter. That's at Big O Show. Follow us there as always, because that is a 24-hour talk show. When sports and business collide, there is something that we like to do, and it is called the KSDT CPA Sports Business Report. Not a lot of runs last for 30 years, right? I mean, hell, not a lot of marriages can last for 30 years. Not a lot of businesses can last 30 years. Not a lot of sports careers can last 30 years, right? Well, DirecTV's domination of the NFL ticket has come to an end for 30 years now. And in 2023, that's next season, the season will be the 30th and last year on DirecTV. 3 companies have now put in bids for the rights to the NFL package. Okay? And this is just absolutely sick to think about this, that they're looking for a crazy amount of number, and Disney, Apple, and Amazon are the 3 companies bidding for it. Disney, Apple, Amazon. 3 of the most richest companies in the world, 3 of the most powerful entertainment companies in the world, platforms that are now, the Disney Plus platform has become a monster. Apple is what it is, and so is Amazon already. And Amazon obviously continues to add to their programming. They got the Thursday night package thing. Now, if they get the NFL Sunday ticket, my Lord, it won't be cheap, because the NFL is asking for no less than $2 billion for the rights. $2 billion. Okay? That's a crazy ass number. What was the MLS deal with Apple? A couple $100 million for the entire league. A couple $100 million. $350 million for an entire league. The Apple deal and the MLS is actually not a really good deal. Did you know that the MLS has to incur all the expenses too for broadcast and everything? So it's not. So it's not a good deal actually. But the power of the NFL, that you've got Disney, Apple, and Amazon fighting for the rights to the NFL ticket. Think about where the NFL ticket was 30 years ago, and think about where it is now. $2 billion. They print money in that league. I mean, the revenue streams don't end. And internationals, that's the next level that they're working on. And eventually we will have a European division, is what I think it is. You can't have a European team. You got to have a European division. That way, when American teams go over there, they go over there for a couple of weeks, and they play several teams, and then they come back. And then they can have a bye week when they come back and that kind of stuff. I think that's what will end up happening. That'll be the next level for the NFL. They'll have a European division, and there'll be a practice facility, an international practice facility for the teams that go to visit. So that way it'll be kind of centralized, and they're able to, get on a plane and go quickly to England and Barcelona and Munich and wherever they, the 4 teams that they have somewhere in Europe, Paris, whatever, that kind of deal. And so it won't be that bad. Yeah, it's going to happen. That'll be the next level. But, I mean, it's the revenue streams, they just grow every year. And these digital platforms have done nothing but help them, actually. All of these things, all of these companies are winning by having their own platforms and being able to control it. Once Disney did what they did with their platform, they became an ultimate power because of the content that they own. And that's kind of what it's all about. It's about grabbing the content and making sure you have the content that people want. It's impressive stuff, man, by the NFL. And you think about it, those three companies are the ones fighting for your services. That's pretty freaking cool, man. You got to give them some serious props. The way they've been able to grow this business is absolutely sick. And by the way, if you need a great company, KSDT CPAs are there for you. Yes, of course, they can do your taxes for your business and personal, but they do forensic accounting and business valuation. They do management advisory services. They have healthcare advisory. They have property management. They have wealth management. They have valuation. They do all kinds of things, from purchase and sales of businesses, transfer price study. They do it all, man. The KSDT CPAs, it's a one-stop shop that can help you in so many different ways to help you make money. Hey, listen, we might be headed for a recession here. We might be headed for some serious inflation issues here down the line. If it gets worse, you want to talk to people like KSDT. How do I plan for it? How do I plan for it personally? How do I plan for it on the business side? This is my portfolio. This is my business. This is what we got going on. And they can help guide you in where you need to cut, what you need to add, how you need to prepare for some of the shortcomings that are coming up in our economy. So call the folks at KSDT CPAs. Go to ksdtcpa.com, 305-670-3370. They've got offices in Doral and in Weston. All right, so 305-670-3370 for KSDT CPAs. That is your KSDT CPA Sports Business Report.
This has been the KSDT Sports Business Report. KSDT CPA is one of South Florida's largest and one of the country's fastest growing accounting firms. KSDT is recognized by Forbes as one of the top tax and accounting firms for 2022. KSDT CPA is a full service firm that also excels in crypto. Visit online at ksdtcpa.com or call 305-670-3370.
All right. Wojnarowski tweets out that undrafted Fresno State center Orlando Robinson is signing with the Miami Heat. Sources tell ESPN he will join their summer league team in Vegas. So that'll be a guy we will be eyeing. Sean, anybody else going to the summer league here in South Florida? No. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Jake Winderman then retweets Orlando Robinson will 100% be on the Heat regular season roster. Might like this signing as much as the Jovic pick. You've got a 6'10" big man who is a legitimate scoring threat from all areas on the floor, can pull up from three, score with his back to the basket, and put it on the floor. Then Ira, the dad, retweets. In other words, Jake Winderman, hell yeah, says should make Heat roster. So it's all on you now, Adam Simon. So there you go. I mean, listen, the most important part, what was that man's first name? They're adding an Orlando, bro. That's yeah. That's got to end there. That whole big O and now another Orlando. What the hell is the Heat trying to do here to me? Okay, I'm the only Orlando in town. And I'm the only Big O in town. So now with Yurtseven, they're calling him Big O. And now they go and sign some center named Orlando. What's up with that? I mean, that's just wrong. That's disrespectful at every level. Just want you to know, Miami Heat. Okay? I got to go talk to the big yurt. Say, yo, you're the big yurt. I'm the big O. Okay? And you, cuckoo kachoo, are Mr. Robinson. That's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to handle it. How about that? Oh, Sha'Carri Richardson. Yeah. You know, and there are ways to carry yourself in life. And Sha'Carri Richardson has zero clue on how she should carry herself. She's a sore loser. She's proven that in the past. She's really a first-class jerk overall. So Sha'Carri Richardson failed to qualify for the U.S. women's 100 meters. And here's how the story goes. She left the athletic world in disbelief after failing to advance in the women's 100-meter event at the U.S. Track and Field Championships on Thursday. Richardson never got her footing in usually one of her strongest events, ultimately finishing fifth in her heat with a time of 11:31. The poor performance was drastically slower than the 10.85 she recorded earlier this month in the 100 in New York. At that time, she earned her second overall in the contest. The 22-year-old had no desire to discuss what may have caused the disappointing showing, jogging past quickly a group of reporters following the race. The top three finishers in the finals in Eugene, Oregon will punch their tickets to the World Championship as members of Team USA. The event is set to take place in the United States for the first time ever. Will also be held at Eugene's Hayward Field. While her dreams of competing in the 100 Team USA are crushed, Richardson can still make the World Championships by finishing in the top three in the women's 200 meters. She finished first in this event earlier this month in a time of 22.38. I'm a true believer of karma. And Sha'Carri Richardson is a person that needs to learn how to be a professional, how to carry yourself with class, how to handle success and defeat. She doesn't know how to handle either one. She has a ton of growing up to do. Sadly, this is not a career that lasts a long time. And if you want to make a career after your short career, you better learn how to be more of a professional and maybe make yourself a little bit more endearing to people. That's something she has failed miserably to do. Okay? So I'm not one that's feeling sorry for Sha'Carri the way she's acted and, again, how she continues to act. And it's not going to ever help you. You got to face, whatever demons you have, sweetheart. You didn't want to talk about your defeats. Why? Because you're above it? Every great athlete has talked about their defeats. You're not a great athlete yet. You're not a great competitor. You're not a great pro. You're a terrible example for how you're supposed to carry yourself. Grow the hell up, Sha'Carri Richardson, because it's really easy to root against you. Just want you to know. And you've made it that way. So if that's the way you want to be, go ahead and continue carrying yourself that way. You won't be with the rest of the great Olympic athletes that we remember no matter what, because of the way Florence Griffith Joyner carried herself, because of the way, Carl Lewis or whoever we want. We can, Jackie Joyner Kersey, whatever. We can just keep talking about them over and over and over again. Learn how to carry yourself like a professional. Grow the hell up. That's what I would say to Sha'Carri Richardson. Sad, dude. Very sad. We await Franco Panizo. He should be joining us any minute now when he gets away from Legends. Is it Legends Weekend or Legends Camp? That's it. Legends Camp. He's at Legends Camp, so we'll get the latest on that. Don't forget to hit the like button, por favor. Very important that you hit the like button. You know, we've got a pretty stupid Pistons fan that's out there. Did you hear about this one? Huh? Well, you think that's like normal? No. I think most Piston fans know their team sucks. So they're kind of smart enough to know that. I would think most Piston, of course, there's blind ass fans in every group of fan base. But a cocky Pistons fan, he saw that they chose Purdue guard Jaden Ivey at number 5. And then they traded for Memphis center Jalen Durant, who was the 13th pick. And then they drafted an Italian wing in Gabriel Procida in the second round at 36. So what did the guy do? He went straight to the betting line and he put $250 down that the Detroit Pistons would win the championship next season.
Blind ass fan alert. Look out, everyone. We've got a blind ass fan coming through.
Do that, why don't you just walk up to somebody that's homeless and hand them $250? In fact, why don't you walk up to 5 homeless people and hand them each $50? To bet $250 on the Pistons is like turning your money on fire. Like, why would you even want to do that? Why would that make any sense? How much dope must you have ingested? And it can't even be weed. There isn't enough weed to make you that stupid. Right? I mean, you must have borrowed Pookie's glass pipe and gone to the Enterprise and just sparked up one rock after another and then said, Pistons are going to win it all. I mean, that Pistons fan, seriously, $250. You could take a nice girl out for dinner, enjoy yourself, go out to the track, go out to the casino. Man, go out to a strip club, go get a couple of friction dances. You'll get more out of that than betting $250 on the Pistons. That's one vehicle that will cause zero friction. The Detroit Pistons. I mean, seriously. Wow. Okay. Brother, you could have put $250 on Ethereum. It's at $1,200. That thing was at $4,700. Do the math. It'll get back to that and even higher in a short time. You could 4x your money if you want to just patiently wait. Let it sit there for a year, and in a year from now, you'll have 4x your money. You bet $250 on the Pistons. By the time the season is over, Ethereum would have gone 4 times over. By the time next year rolls around, when did the season end this year? Like late May or early June, right? Just ended in early June. Yeah, early June. So by early June next year, I bet you that Ethereum will be easily over $4,000. And he could have put those $250 on that instead. So you're going to wait all year just to be disappointed because the Pistons are set to disappoint you because that's what they are. This isn't Isaiah and Lambeer. I'm sorry, dude. Joe Dumars is not there. The microwave is not there. You know, John Sally's not coming off the bench. It's just not happening. $250 on the Pistons winning a championship. Holy shit. Big O, can the Heat win the chip with KD, Jimmy, and Bam as the big three? I think Pat and Spo are smart enough to build around those three. Jose, no, they can't. You know why? Bam can't be a part of this if you have KD. Bam will be part of that trade. I guarantee you. Okay? So you're living in fantasy land. They have to give up one of those guys. They're not going to give up Jimmy they're going to give up Bam. They have to give him up. They have no choice. It'll be Bam. It'll be Tyler, Duncan, and a couple first rounders or something for Durant. You're going to have to give up the house for Kevin Durant. For Kyrie, they're not going to be able to ask the same thing because Kyrie's a head case. So it's first of all, you got to find a team that would be willing to trade for him and give him a long-term contract, which that's going to be a bad team more often than not. Unless there's any truth to this whole thing that LeBron, of course, him and his passive-aggressive bullshit's going on in Los Angeles now. And so he tweeted out a highlight of a Cleveland highlight of the Cavs, and it was the year that he and Kyrie were playing together. So, again, passive-aggressive, the indirect shots, that's LeBron James. And so that is Kyrie calling LeBron saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I now want to play with you." And it's not. And is LeBron? LeBron is stuck. Now the only thing is, they would have to trade AD. They have nothing else. Now AD's a sack of injuries, so he's his own head case in his own way. So it's either LeBron dealing with that or this, either one. So he's already won a championship with Kyrie and KD. Who knows? Who knows? But that's the beauty of the offseason in the NBA, man. We're going to have a lot of drama to talk about, and we're going to have a lot of things to talk about. We got Durant making noise. We got LeBron making noise. We got Kyrie making noise. Some of these guys are going to find their way to where they want to go. Does the guy in Utah say, do I really want to stay here? Am I really going to win something here? Because Karl Malone and John Stockton couldn't do it. Am I going to win with Rudy Gobert, or do I need to get the hell out of here? When do I go demand a trade? I'm not expecting Bradley Beal to do anything because he wants to live in Loserville. So I don't want anything to do with Bradley Beal anymore. Because if that guy wants to stay in Washington, then you don't really want to be a competitor. Anybody that wants to stay with the Wizards, you're telling me you're not a competitor. You have no desire to try to be the greatest. Right? Because that's what Golden State did this year. They became the greatest. And that's what that tells me of Bradley Beal. So where do you go? So there'll be a lot of drama in the offseason now. That's going to be a lot of fun. The NBA offseason novella is great, Jess. That's why when I started Onside and then we kept on with this, and because Ira used to do his stuff on the station that I used to be on, and it was only seasonal. And he thought it was the same thing, season. I said, no. This is year round. He goes, really? I said, yeah. We're doing year round. Basketball's year round, man. So you gotta follow the off season. The off season is better than the regular season. Let's be honest. It's the postseason, the off season, then the regular season. That's how it goes in the NBA. And the off seasons are fantastic in the NBA. They are awesome, dude. The way that they are just filled with all kinds of problems and drama, and players want to switch, and coaches, and oh man. And listen, what helps the NBA drama for us personally is that we're Heat fans. So how's NBA drama for the Sacramento Kings? How's NBA drama for the Charlotte Hornets? How's NBA drama for the Detroit Pistons? And I know they have a good team in Memphis because they were able to draft it. But how's the off-season NBA drama for Memphis? Like how's the hot stove league in baseball for Marlins fans? See what I'm saying? So that's my point. That's why summer league. That's why the offseason free agency is juicy, because we're Heat fans. Because we have an owner that'll spend. We have a front office that will make moves. That they will not stand pat. Even though Pat runs the show, they won't stand pat. I'll give you another one. Summer League has turned interesting for Heat fans. So is Summer League interesting for a Magic fan? No. No, it's not. Is Summer League interesting if you're a Hornets fan? No. No, it's not. But for us, it is. Because somehow or another, they're finding guys that we've never heard of in our lives, and then they become a part of the rotation, and you're like, holy shit, who is this guy? Where did they find him? I can't wait to see him. I can't wait for the regular season. And I guarantee you, when we're done with Summer League coming up next month, we're going to be talking about at least one guy that we were all excited about freaking Summer League. And you thank Pat Riley and the Heat for that. And the posts and the NBA offseason, you thank Pat Riley and Mickey Arison for that. They're the ones that make these times of the year exciting for us and intriguing. Okay, because Summer League may not be exciting, but tell me, only basketball fans, how are you not intrigued about Summer League every year now? Because I am. I mean, I'm going more for networking and talking to people and all that, but I'm always going to be intrigued at watching the games because I watch them every year. And why? Because, whatever, you watch all these guys that they get over the years, and you're like, who is this Struce guy? Right? And that's kind of wow, all right, they found another guy. Holy crap. Who's this Duncan guy? And it just continues. Briante Weber, he didn't make the full transition, but he was a guy that caught your eye in Summer League and then came onto the team and didn't really make it. But these are little things like that. And then, obviously Yurtseven is the latest one, along with Caleb Martin and all these kind of cats. And Summer League becomes fun. So you got to thank also the organization, because the Marlins could make the Hot Stove League fun for us, but they don't. Because we know they're not players. So we know they're not players. It's not going to help us. The NFL free agency, is it fun for the Dolphin fan? Of course it is. We're always players. Always. That's fun. Thank the Dolphins for that. Hockey. That front office has made it fun in the off seasons. They make moves, dude. They make trades before deadlines. They make the hockey off season interesting because Viola and Sifu want to win. So when your off season is interesting, make sure you understand why it's interesting, because it ain't interesting for everybody else in every other town. And we have examples here of when it is interesting and when it certainly isn't. Hit the smash the like button, please. Don't forget, and please follow our other channel, Big O Show Cuts. Okay. Oh, wait a minute here.
I know Legends Camp still.
Send Panizo link.
Okay, we'll do, because I want to ask him this real quick. This just came across from Taylor Twellman.
Yeah.
LAFC will trade Inter Miami CF a little more than 50,000 GAM. It's where you can deduct it from a person. I looked it up, a player's current contract for Bale's discovery rights after DC United walked away from the table. So I don't understand what all that's about.
So DC United had a chance to get him first?
It looks that way, yeah.
Well, DC United has fallen Remember how?
But Inter Miami CF was the one that got the discovery rights. I don't understand how that works.
I'm talking to all of you like you really follow the MLS like I do.
But that's my problem. I don't understand what that language means.
But I mean, no, it's just what I mean is that the DC United was like the royalty of this league when it first started. And those are the kind of moves they would have made. So if they have, I think from what I understood there, because I was also reading at the same time, they had a chance for him. Wow, that's crazy. All right, just we'll get Franco Panizo on now. He'll give us the latest from Legends Camp, and we'll get a preview also from Inter Miami theirs as they play Minnesota tonight. So I'm intrigued to see what went on at Legends Camp today. Excuse me, for the Canes. 619 says, Big O, good day from warm New England. There we go. I like it. Warm New England. All-time favorite Cane of mine is Gino. You mean Gino Toretta? Tough sumbitch, man. Good dude, too, man. Damn good dude. Damn good. He took a beating, bro. Back there at times. He took some shots. There were times where I didn't know if Gino Toretta was going to live through a damn play. He's what happened there? Who's ready to represent the Dolphins with Tua? What is this? Lays? Yeah. They're making them? Okay, for the Tua Foundation. I'll get one. Got to have one for the studio. Why not? I'm a Tua guy, bro. I'm supporting Tua all the way, baby. I'm on that. I am the conductor of the Tua train. Okay? Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah. Let's see if I sent him one, but I don't know if he ended up getting it. We're gonna get Franco Panizo on, so we're trying to hook up with him now and see if we can get in there. Let's see if I have it. That's the one I have. Right there. Okay. All right. There you go. All right, we'll see if we get him on now. All right. Your favorite was Sean Taylor. Nice. Sean Taylor's nice. All right. What else do we have here to talk about? We had a Bears linebacker arrested for gun possession. The whole thing with the Bears linebacker that was arrested for gun possession, and I don't know if you guys saw this, and this is kind of part of what we've been going on in our culture right now. They just passed that gun bill, but the thing about the Bears linebacker arrested for gun possession is what I'd like to know is, was it a legal gun? So the 26-year-old was arrested for gun possession this week after he signed a 1-year deal in April. He was questioned by cops at 6:45 p.m. after spotted near a Jeep that was reported stolen. Adams allegedly claimed to have bought the car, but when the cops searched the vehicle, they found a loaded handgun with the center console and an extended mag in the trunk. This arrest is the second legal incident for the freshly signed Bear. Wide receiver Brian Pringle was arrested for a car-related run-in this offseason. And this is the bad part of the offseason for NFL teams because they worry about this. But what I'd like to know is it a legal gun? Because this is what needs to happen in this country. You get caught alone with an illegal gun or a stolen gun, you should get 15 years in jail. No crime committed or nothing, but you have possession of an illegal or stolen gun. The laws for gun violations need to be so strict that it scares the crap out of people. Remember what I talked about earlier on the show? When I was a 10-year-old, a 15-year-old, I had 4 guns in my house. Okay? 1 rifle, 1 shotgun, 2 different handguns. I never, ever touched them. Because it's my dad's guns, and I respected that. And that was normal. When I was a child, I'm 55. In my day, every kid was like that. Every kid. The only one that would have touched it, it's 1 in a million because it was so rare. Not like today that they're all disrespectful, curious, and they have no respect for authority whatsoever. You cannot leave 4 guns lying around nowadays. In my day, you didn't need a safe. You didn't need to lock them down. No kid in my neighborhood was going to touch their dad's guns, ever. There was a level of respect, understanding, and that's what it needs to get back to. And when you commit crimes with guns, you can't release the scumbag in 6 months. No, you committed armed robbery. You didn't shoot anybody, but you committed armed robbery. You're gone for 25 years, dude. No questions asked, no probation, nothing. You shot somebody, you're in jail for 40 years. You killed somebody, we give you the chair. That's it. Don't mess around with these laws. That's what needs to happen, too. Not only do we need to have the right laws in place, but we need to also enforce the hell out of them. Because if that guy's carrying around an illegal gun, what's his penalty? So it has to be, those are the extremes you've got to go to lower this stuff and scare the crap out of people. Because people know that if they get caught with an illegal gun, oh, well, maybe I'll serve 6 months and I'll get out. It's garbage. What do we got now? Oh, they have what? These are races?
No, that's the players on the ice.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That is awesome. I actually thought of that. I was going to use that as a subject. I have it in one of my papers, but it was better than that. Better than that. So here's my idea for the NHL and for the NBA. Are you ready? We have holograms now, don't we? Okay. So what you do now is in the uniforms, you put the little micros things in the uniforms all over the place, right? Guys play the game like they normally do. All their imaging's already shot and loaded and all that from throughout the last couple of years of them playing and what their bodies are like in motion and all that. So you're on the road. So the Panthers are playing the Lightning, okay? So they're in Tampa. So now you sell tickets at FLA Live for, I don't know, 30% of the cost, okay? So if it's a $25 ticket, whatever, you pay $8, let's just say, right? So you get in there for $8, concessions, everything's normal, and you're looking down on the ice, and they are literal holograms playing. Not like those flat images, but it's a green screen on the floor, and you're literally watching holograms play what they're doing on TV. So it looks like the game, except you're in Florida. And you got a home ice, you have some fun, all that. Like Bucks fans and Raptors fans would fill their arenas up for that while their teams are on the road. I mean, if they fill Deer Park up and they fill up Jurassic, if they're on the road, all those people will come inside and watch the holograms of their team playing. That would be a cool thing. I thought about that. I actually had that subject on one of my papers to talk about. Like, why don't they do this? And then you showed me what the Canadians are doing, and that's pretty cool. I like that. Big O, you have to be humane to be inhumane. It's only fair thing to do. Oh. The fair thing to do is have the common decency of not committing crimes and hurting others. How about that? God. I'm 55. It's pretty easy to stay away from murder and hitting your wife or kid or, I don't know. It's not that hard to be a decent human being in life and just work and pay your bills, pay your taxes, support your friends, family. I don't think it's that hard to just do life. It's just a weird thing, man. I think we need to educate the responsible kids about guns. I plan to take my son shooting and teach him how powerful a gun is. Once he gets to about 12 to 14 years old, he will respect them and not play. You hope so. You hope so. So there would be a Heat game at FTX every other night. Exactly, Bromar. Exactly. Now, Bromar, I don't think that flies for regular season games. I think that's something you do for the playoffs. I think it would get you would need a really hardcore city to support it during the regular season, Bromar. I think that's only a playoff thing is what I'm thinking of, not regular season. Okay? That I don't think you'll get away with in most cities. Trying to think, maybe Toronto or Milwaukee that they're kind of fanatical. They've got that going. Maybe they would do some of that in the regular season, but I think more often than not, it's playoffs and finals where I would do something like that. Football, you could do it every game because there's only a few games. Yep, live holograms, exactly, Bromar. They're tied to the players that are playing live. So there you go. It would be a cool thing. They could pull it off if they wanted to. All right, is Panizo calling or what? He says he got the same error. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. Can you send it to like his cell phone? Yeah, you can. Copy and paste the link, send it to his cell phone. I don't know if you can. Huh? Oh, then, and you can't email the link to yourself and then text it. I mean, that's the only way I can think of it. That's it. Unless you were on Apple, and then you can pull up the messaging on your laptop because it's tied to your phone, and then you can send it. But no, you're Mr. Android, so you are not modern enough to go Apple. Yeah, you can. No, you can't. But if you were Apple, you could. It's my phone because you would minimize it, and the messaging is on your computer. You don't do it because you don't want to be cool and be on the Apple side. You want to be uncool and be on Android. Okay? That's your problem, buddy. You're uncool. You're Android. You don't have Franco's number? We've been dealing with Franco for a couple of years now, and you don't have Franco's number? That's funny, man. That's hilarious. Wow, is that Tootsie Roll? Am I hearing Tootsie Roll in the background? Yo, that Tootsie Roll. I love it. What is that, like DLM or something? What the hell is the name of the group that sings Tootsie Roll? The dudes that sing it. It's like it's something like that. Like DLM, LMD, or I don't know, something like that. Somebody help me out there. Who sings Tootsie Roll? And they do, don't they? That they do the Geico commercial, don't they? Huh? 69 Boys. There it is. You're right. Who am I thinking of that has? What song am I thinking of? That's right. 69 Boys. You are correct. D4L. What are they? Which one? What song am I thinking for them? Because it's from that same era. I know I confused it, but there's another song from that era that they sing. I forgot what the hell it is. Well, that's good. Apple phones are always behind when it comes to technology. Android is the way to go. Jay, you're also uncool. Just want you to know. You and Sean, you guys can, You can blind-ass fan this all you want. All right? Apple all the way, baby. The convenience of Apple is second to none. Big O, I hope you realize I was being facetious about humane and inhumane thing. In reality, we are way too soft educating our kids. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. There are a lot of similar songs with similar names from the. Yeah, but it's like the 4DL, like this D4L. They sung Laffy Taffy. Oh, the Laffy Taffy. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Thank you, Chad. That's it, bro. Laffy Taffy and Tootsie Roll are like from that same era, man. That's what I got. That's what I got mixed up. You can't remember everything, man. You know, just perfect. Chocolate, whoop. There it is. Exactly on the Geico commercial. That is a good commercial. And I love the husband and wife then dancing. And the daughter's like, oh my God. And all. I never get tired of that commercial. And by the way, the mother's smile, damn, that thing is electrifying. She's got a killer smile, man. How are we doing with Panizo? I don't get it how he's like. Panizo never had problems hooking up. Oh, maybe the reception there is bad. That's all right. Don't worry about it, bro. It's all good. It's all good. We're already at 1:00. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. We'll get him. We'll catch up next week with him. It's all good. Anyway, I want to thank Brett and all the great people out here at Caneswear for making it nice and easy for us to broadcast. As always, Sean Stanley, who masters this every single day, every day of the week with me. As always, kicking it. We appreciate it. We thank all of you out there for tuning in, supporting our show. We love you for that. We will catch you on Monday at 10 a.m., baby. Same time, same place, same bat channel. Have a great one. We love you all.
This is the Big O Show.